Hello everyone and welcome to this week's update video. This week we don't have too many bug fixes because we've been working hard on preparing the next week's update and the future updates. I will be writing a blog post about what we're actually working on, how the process is within Keen's Opera House, or rather within the medieval team, and the blog post should be live this Friday. One of the bugs we fixed this week was creative equipment selection. Previously, if you were in creative mode and you equipped a tool, you could either equip it directly from your G screen and you would have it in your hands, or you would have to equip it from your inventory. Unfortunately, in creative mode, the survival style equipping, where you take the tool from your inventory, would not work correctly, but we fixed it. We also fixed a bug with audio modding. Previously, you could not make audio mods, or rather, you actually could make them, but only as XWM files. We now added support for the WAV files as well, and we also made a little mod to showcase how it works. The mod will not make it into vanilla, I'm afraid. The model was made not by a professional artist, but by people who should not be modeling, maybe. We had a lot of fun making it. We discovered some really crazy snags in the workflow for artists. But the mod itself is available on the workshop and you can try it out and see how the audio modding actually works. One of our other minor fixes is in the highlighting of the elements on the model. In the model you would have to specify an attribute, put a name on there, and if there was something wrong with the attribute, the highlight wouldn't work. We added at least basic sanity checks there now, which should make it slightly more stable to use. And now for a little sneak peek into the future. And by future I mean next week's update. So last week, and we teased it, you guessed it, it was a weapon rack. So what we have actually been working on is a system that allows objects like the weapon rack or other blocks to showcase their inventory contents on their model. So for example, with the weapon rack here, we are now able to show the weapons you put in there. And even if you move the items in the inventory, you will see them moving in the model itself. We also added some other models in the game that use the same principle, like the dining table. Now you can just put your food on the table and eat it from there. In the future, we are thinking of allowing you to directly aim at the object on the model and then press a key to pick it up. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what you guys will be doing with this feature. It has a lot of potential, so I think you guys can go really nuts with it. And we also want to do some community spotlights. So this week I noticed the popularity of this brand new mod by Digi. It's the Chat History mod. It's a really great temporary solution until we figure out how we're gonna solve it for the game properly. I like it, it works very elegantly, and I think you guys will appreciate it too. Another mod that I quite like is the Signal Beacon by Storied Past. The Signal Beacon is a big bonfire that you can see from a really far distance away. It's a really cool, you know how on the Great Wall of China they would light the beacons so they could see that the enemies were attacking from a great distance away? You can use this system to do the same thing. It's really cool. Well, that was it for this week's update. As usual, I will see you all next week. Ciao!